here. In today's Talker, Governor Ducey laid out his plan to improve education in Arizona during his State of the State address. He says teacher pay will be up to the promised 20% by the start of the next school year. But critics say we still have a big hole to dig out of. So we're asking, does the governor's plan go far enough? Cast your vote right now at 12news.com/bullhorn or comment down below if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. The results just minutes away. Hashtag most clicked. Here are the stories piquing everyone's interest right now. Disturbing details coming to light in the death of an infant. Police responded to a call at the Phoenix Inn near I-17 in Northern, where they found a 1-month-old baby boy dead in a room. According to detectives, the boy's parents said he was having trouble breathing, but didn't call 911 until he became unresponsive. There was another 1-month-old baby who was also having breathing problems. Turns out that child had traumatic head injuries. And there was also a 15-month-old who had multiple skull fractures. Altogether, there were 5 children found. Police say they were infested with bugs, covered in dirt, and wearing soiled diapers. Glendale police are looking for the driver of a pickup truck after a deadly hit and run. Officers believe that driver hit a 39-year-old man and a 17-year-old girl Saturday night near Glendale and 49th Avenues. Police tell us the man died at the hospital. The girl was also hurt, but will be okay. Officers say the truck is a lifted Chevrolet Silverado pickup with dark brown paint and oversized wheels. If you have any information, call Silent Witness at 480-WITNESS. And a group of doctors has petitioned the FDA to add a warning label to cheese, warning people that it contains hormones that may increase the risk of breast cancer. Cheese made from cow's milk can contain reproductive and growth hormones that some research has linked to cancer risks. But other research has found that cheese is actually associated with health benefits, like a lower risk of heart disease and type 2 diabetes. Keeping you safe now, Toyota is recalling 700,000 vehicles here in the U.S. because the fuel pumps can fail, causing engines to stall and increasing the risk of a crash. Multiple Toyota and Lexus models are subject to the recall. All were made in 2018 or 19, and among the models, the Toyota 4Runner, Camry, Highlander, Land Cruiser, Sequoia, Sienna, Tacoma, and Tundras. Some 2019 Avalons and Corollas are also affected. Also on the list, the Lexus LS 500, LC 500, and ES 350, just to name a few. Owners will be notified by mail in mid-March. Now to saving you money thanks to free nuggets over at ChickfilA. Now through the end of the month, ChickfilA will give away an 8-count nugget box or its new Kale Crunch side. Now, all you need to do is log into your ChickfilA One mobile app or create an account. Freebies for joining a rewards program are common in the fast food world, but freebies for existing members with no purchase necessary, that's making news. Time to connect the dots, where we take a deeper dive into the headlines. Queen Elizabeth has agreed to let Prince Harry and Meghan Markle lead a more independent life. According to Harry and Meghan, senior royals aren't allowed to earn their own income, which they want to do, seeking financial independence. But what would that mean for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, and where does their money come from in the first place? Paul has the details.
Harry and Meghan say 95% of their income comes from Charles, Prince of Wales, more than £5 million, or about $6.5 million American dollars in 2018 and 19. That revenue stream is distributed from the Duchy of Cornwall, a portfolio of investments which brought in £21.6 million last year. The other 5% comes from the sovereign grant, which is what Meghan and Harry say they'll be giving up. That's money the government pays the royal family for official duties and to maintain their palaces. The total grant is more than £82 million this year. It's funded by the Crown Estate, residential and commercial properties owned by the Crown. Meghan and Harry may very well already be capable of financial independence. Harry was left a small fortune by Princess Diana and millions of pounds by his great-grandmother. Meghan made $50,000 per episode of Suits and has her own Canadian fashion line. It won't be difficult to find work either. Meghan has already reportedly signed a deal with Disney to do some voiceover work in exchange for a donation to Elephants Without Borders, a wildlife conservation charity. And that's connecting the dots.
Now in your Pulse on Health, are you having problems sticking to your New Year's resolution to quit smoking? Well, here's some advice. According to experts from Baylor College, one of the first things you need to do is have a support group in place. Since relapse is common, you'll want to have people around you who can keep you on track. Also, avoid being around other smokers or going to places where a lot of people will be smoking. Instead, doctors say try and find new activities like exercise or spend time with friends who don't smoke. Finally, consider over-the-counter medications that can help with nicotine withdrawal, and do not turn to e-cigarettes. Lunch at a Valley favorite just got a little more healthy. Panera Bread is adding more grains and plant-based options. So instead of serving imitation meat products, it'll feature foods from plants like edamame and quinoa. At least half of the menu will be plant-based by next year. Well, if you are turning 47 this year, it may not be your year. A new study finds that that's the exact age you'll hit your midlife crisis. A professor at Dartmouth says every country has a U-shaped happiness curve, and the lowest point for developing nations is 47.2. The reasons for unhappiness: the rise of globalization and the financial crisis. Well, considering it's the middle of winter, we have things pretty good out here. Here's Crystal with your forecast for 411.
When you dream of paradise, does it look like this? Because it sure feels like paradise here in the Valley of the Sun, living up to its reputation, soaking up all those rays and hanging out in the 70s in the afternoon. Boy, we are sure spoiled. We are in the depths of winter, though, still, so we do expect those temperatures to crash at night. They'll chill down to 45 tonight in Phoenix, 41 in Payson, 35 for Prescott tonight, and 38 in Kingman, but it's so worth it when you end up like this on the thermometer in the afternoon. In the mid to upper 50s for Show Low, 73 in Phoenix tomorrow, 64 for Globe. But wait, there's more temperatures to start with. A 7 for Tucson, Gila Bend, Yuma. It's going to be a fantastic day again tomorrow. In fact, we're calling it perfection. But we have a storm system that's just going to crash the party. It's going to knock back temperatures, bring in clouds, and give us a chance for some light rain Thursday into Friday morning. That means snow for the tippy tops of those mountains. But don't worry, we'll be right back into that above average warmth by the end of the weekend.
In other news, iconic 90s rock band Pearl Jam is coming to State 48. The band will bring its 2020 tour to Gila River Arena in Glendale. The show is April 11th. That's just a few weeks after Pearl Jam is expected to drop its 11th studio album. So if you're part of the band's fan club, tickets to the concert are already on sale. Tickets for the rest of us available starting January. And take a look at these right here. 50 dogs and puppies from around the country are flying to Phoenix. The Arizona Animal Welfare League sent us these photos of the dogs rescued from commercial breeders. Some of them will have genetic and long-term health issues. The Arizona Animal Welfare League says it's looking for donations to make sure the pups can get the medical attention they deserve. Well, this next story is creating a big buzz. Dunkin is rolling out a new breakfast sandwich featuring Beyond Meat's sausage patties, and they're using star power to launch it. The Beyond DOGG is inspired by Snoop Dogg's love of the plant-based protein. And the ad campaign features Snoop surprising unsuspecting customers as a Dunkin' employee. Imagine that! The Beyond DOGG sandwich is available for 1 week only and features a Beyond breakfast sausage patty with egg and cheese served on a sliced glazed donut. Hello. Well, time now for A to Z 60, where we celebrate the people, places, and things that make the Valley so awesome in just 60 seconds. Just keep moving. That's a theory at Pebble Creek Senior Softball League. Colleen has a look at how competitive fun is keeping these players young.
Out here at the Pebble Creek Senior Softball League, they take things seriously, and they've done so for 25 years now. We're talking about a draft, we're talking running full out, but you've heard enough from me. It's time to play ball. Out here,
all right,
you take the wins you can.
We'll take that one.
And these senior softball players don't leave anything on the field.
If you're out here to lose, you're in the wrong place.
Here, age really is just a number.
We still think we're kids, you know. We play like it sometimes.
Wait for good pitches. You've got a 70-year-old body telling a 20-year-old brain you can do this, and the brain looks back at the body and says, get ready for the pain.
They've got quite the league going with 15 teams and 180-plus players.
It's just a lot of fun, a lot of camaraderie.
Even if the game's not going your way,
We are not doing well hitting.
here you can count on your team.
And that's your A to Z 60.
Oh, I love love it. Awesome. Back to today's talker. Governor Ducey laid out his plan to improve education in Arizona during his State of the State address. He says teacher pay will be up to the promised 20% by the start of the next school year. So we're asking you this: does the governor's plan go far enough? Right now, 24% of you say yes, 76% of you say no, it doesn't. Keep voting on 12news.com/bullhorn, and those of you watching on Facebook and YouTube, feel free to comment down below. Time now for the look ahead, the stories you'll be talking about a little later on today. Coming up on First at 4, it seems like everyone is getting sick with the flu, doesn't it? So how effective was the flu shot this year? We're going to break it down for you. And that's your 12 at 12, the facts on everything you need to know in just 12 minutes, no commercials. We're always on, anywhere, anytime on 12news.com, the 12 News app, and our socials as well. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and we'll see you back here again soon. Now let's check in with Desiree to see what's next on Arizona Midday.
Coming up on Arizona Midday, get ready for a great recipe. We are making carrot cake pancakes. How great is that? Plus, we have a whole